really such a unique little character. It's mesmerizing. Anyway, I forgot the question.
What's going on, Bombad fam? Hope y'all really enjoyed that new clip Jerry put together of Sebulba. Man, that was great. I love that.
Literally moments before we went live.
God, that made me laugh.
I was waiting for Scotty. I'm like, I want to put something together. I want to make Scotty. I want to make my little angel giggle. Okay,
let's play it again. This is funny. It just works so well. It just works so well. I love it. God,
it's definitely our aesthetic.
Oh man! So today's episode, Bad Batch. By the way, welcome to the Bombadcast. Welcome. Here's our Bad Batch recap. Vertical live streams. People, I just love how specific that is. Vertical, not horizontal.
Vertical. The only vertical you're gonna get from us, except for every other piece of content ever.
That's right.
Yes, Sean, it is a vibe. That's right. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
God, it's a vibe.
There you go.
That's right. That's right. And yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. That being said,
just in case you wanted to know,
if you haven't followed us yet, right here, check it out. We are the Bombadcast. Of course, you can always find us in these areas on the stream, the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok page, all right there. Speaking of TikTok, we're trying to get to 1,000 followers on this site. And we plan on doing that hopefully soon. We're at like 400 now, so we're slowly making our way there. But besides all that, Jerry, did you enjoy today's episode? Oh my god!
Yeah.
What a blast!
Listen, it was a lot of fun. I just real quick want to point out. Go ahead, follow us on all that stuff, but make sure you follow us on Hive as well.
Yes,
because that's the thing. That's
Twitter's falling apart as we speak.
Right. Chase.
Oh,
dear friend. I don't care if Mike Wazowski me. Here we go. Let's go. Wanted to send you to the biggest thank you for getting me ready for tonight. Oh,
yes.
Love to you as well. We love you so much, friend.
Chase has had a very interesting past couple of days. They had some interesting things happen, and I want to congratulate them. And I did in private message, but on stream here, for anyone that doesn't know, Chase got a really big panel planned. It's been getting a lot of traction in good and bad waves about the drag influence in Star Wars. So we are thankful.
So interesting.
I can't wait. You gotta record it.
Interesting.
You gotta record it, buddy.
Yeah, we won't be able to be there, but yeah. Well, here, vibes for Chase. Vibes for Chase here.
Bye. Yes, indeed.
Never gets old.
Chase.
Never gets old.
Oh, the best. And yeah, we do love you, buddy. And Dale, glad to see you in here, Dale. So happy to see you show up on the Bombad streams. Makes us happy, man. It's going to be an incredible panel. I'm so excited to see it. So today's Bad Batch.
Today's episode.
I think we had kind of a hunch we would get Gungi, or Gungi. However, we don't really have a it's technical.
Gungi?
Well, Gungi is what some of the Jedi called them.
Skingili?
Savolva. No.
I want to press the button again. Oh man!
In all seriousness, no. This episode felt very hopeful. It felt like the opposite of Andor, in like every way. I felt very happy ending that one. Spiritual. It just felt very much. I don't know. Very spiritual, very deep. Reminding me of all the Joseph Campbell novels I've been reading these past few months. So I really got a lot out of it. I love seeing the Wookiees again in animation. And I don't know. I gravitated towards this episode more than I expected. And of course, who doesn't like seeing a Wookiee Jedi? I mean, come on. It's the best.
No, it's the best.
Literally the best.
Besides Gungi and then our my boy Buryaga from the High Republic, which fantastic character as well.
I agree.
It's not that many, which is, that's something. Again, you get Professor Hugh Yang, that one of my big glup shittos. Oh, I love that guy. I get them. What he said? Rare you are to the Jedi, or something.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's I don't know if I should feel uncomfortable about that. Like listen, buddy, it's BBY
yeah
25 or whatever. Like,
it's BBY 15, bro.
Yeah.
BBY 19, I guess, right? No, are you speaking of the Clone Wars?
19 BBY?
Yeah, I guess it'd be 19.
Well, that's when he said it. He said it. So technically it would, before the Battle of Yavin. Yeah. It would be about like 19, 20 years before that. So
I was sitting there this episode and I was like, how do they introduce this Wookiee character? Because I think we all kind of knew what was coming with the title Tribe.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that he was, possibly going to Kessel. He was someone they were, whoever those droids were. By the way, I think those are L3 droids. Do we know more about the L3 line? Because
L3. So L3 was an astromech that upgraded herself over time.
Yes, that's true.
So listen,
it's just the head
sorry.
shape.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm smarter. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't help it. So,
but no, it's just the head shape reminded me of an L3 droid. That's why I was confused.
No, you didn't. That's an apt description, because I was getting those vibes too.
Yeah,
a little different, like a manufactured version, which in canon, according to Last Shot, we know that L3 does make copies of herself somehow.
That's true,
like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we forget about. There's like that army of little L3s that
the droid Gotra. The droid Gotra. I was wondering,
which is something else. I was wondering. So was that you too?
Yes, the whole time I'm like, is this the droid Gotra, whatever they're saying?
So this, first of all, that space station design is just effing cool.
Oh, so cool.
And
looks like something from Disney World.
Alex Damon and Jared and Molly Damon and Connor Kachidi. They were all talking. Connor Katitties. Sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, they were all being very similar. Oh, it reminded me of this. It reminded me of that. And I don't know the names of those kind of things. That I did, however, write down the name of this station, because I've been trying to do that recently with this stuff. So this is Vanguard Axis.
Vanguard Axis. I like that name.
Badass. So, and again, it's a droid smuggling operation.
Okay.
It's because I saw there were only those droids. Only those droids. So that's again what made me, and I wrote down in my notes, is it part of the droid Gotra? Is that what it is? It would be interesting to get that. I don't think we've had that in a canon show. I don't think have we mentioned the Gotra? I think they've mentioned the Gotra, I think, in like Book of Boba
Mando.
Fett.
They mentioned never, in Mandalorian. Yeah.
Never like the droid Gotra, and we've never gotten it like. I want to see that. I want to see what that looks like. I want to see the droid mob boss going up and like looking somebody up.
I love the moment too where and it's the first time at Bad Batch, at least, we saw the green lightsaber blade, which is so pretty. And I love that it's a very wooden lightsaber, but I also really enjoy the fact that
wood.
He Excalibur's it too. He kind of Luke on Jabba's sail barge, just
that moment where he notices he's got my lightsaber.
God, it's good. Because we all know they don't know he's a Jedi. It's kind of nice. Yeah.
It was so fun. Yeah, because to have that, I don't know, that whole setup at the beginning was fun. I went into this episode thinking, how are we going to fit all this in here? Because I want to spend a little more time with my buddy Gunji than just like 20 minutes. But the pacing ended up working very well, I thought.
Yes.
Like, it didn't feel rushed to me. It felt very fluid the way it went. I mean, of course, I forget how long exactly the episode is.
Look at Dale. Dale's
season 1, episode 5.
You.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. That's true. That is true. Well-deserved death. Yes. Ransoming babies. Yeah. So they said that there's someone who's buying Gunji, which is kind of like, hey, the buyer. Is it someone going for a Jedi, or is it just like slavery?
It could be some Mandalorian-esque things, just buying Force babies, trying to get Force babies. That's interesting, right?
Well, yes, there's that.
Wow.
On again, if you didn't catch the Nerd Academy on Star Wars
Oh,
Explained,
Star Wars.
go
Yeah,
check
Star
that
Wars
out.
Explained. It's
But they
great.
were kind of talking about maybe what they came up with a headcanon because they were like, where are all the other Padawans, Katuni and all them?
Yes,
like,
yeah.
Are they okay? Are they all right? They were saying like Alex, I think he said, I think my headcanon is that Hondo's buying these kids and protecting them, which would
Wouldn't that be
be
awesome?
it would be
It'd
I
be
would
great.
honestly I kind of want that to be it. And
Oh,
again,
of
that's Alex
course.
Damon. I'm not trying to steal that or anything. That's all props to Alex for that.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Oh, for real. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I like Hondo having his own little pirate band of Jedi and everything. It's honestly, it's very High Republic kind of. There's something in the High Republic, I guess, right now. Daniel Jose Older is writing one of the High Republic Adventures comics, and it's about basically a Jedi who's also a pirate.
See, and that's something too we need to talk about. The idea of what we're getting currently too with this show is like, there's some like characters that show up weekly, but this one meant a lot to us because there's kind of a canon resolve there where
a little bit
the one of the cool canon moments, and you as a canon junkie, I'm sure you jumped on this. I know I did. When they mentioned he's like, no, we shouldn't alert that the Trandoshan leader. He's like, should we alert someone in high command about this? They're having a Jedi here. And his exact words were, not unless we can get rid of it first, or something along the lines of that.
Find it first. Not if I find it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's so cool because both those troopers end up dying. All the Trandoshans end up getting killed by the spider creatures. But it's kind of cool to know Gunji is possibly, for all we know, still out there in that Wookiee tribe.
And I think
awesome.
That's great, but it's also unfortunate because I think there's worse things to come to Kashyyyk. Like they haven't been fully enslaved yet, which is like, I don't know. I wonder where Gunji is going to be. I wonder like if we're going to see any more of him or if it's done. I don't know. Like, cause they, again, they set stuff up in these shows all the time, these animated shows where we'll pick up with this person here and we won't see him for like 10 episodes. And then they'll come back and help the heroes towards the end of the season or something. So maybe we have that kind of situation. Who knows? How many Jedi have they? They've only ran across Gunji and Kanan, right?
That's right.
So far in their travels.
Yeah.
We haven't encountered any other Jedi.
No, it's nice.
Those are some. I mean, Kanan's less of a deep cut, but like Gunji's like
unreal. I mean, there could be like, kids.
We're playing the hits, but we're also
there could be kids and adults watching this not knowing Gunji has a past. Just kind of nice, It's kind of like Ahsoka in The Mandalorian, where like everyone who's in the know is like, oh my god, Ahsoka, whereas other normal fans are like, yeah, it's Ahsoka. Like, and by the way, thank you for joining in, Brennan. Appreciate you being here. Everyone watching us live.
Hey, Brennan, what's up, guys?
To hear our thoughts. But yeah, this Bad Batch time and time again. I'm so blurry. Bad Batch time and time again proves that it's okay to have lighthearted Star Wars. I mean that. I've just, oh my god, this morning I watched. I'm like, wow, I just like can go about my day just feeling so at ease, not worried about the next week. I'm just happy to wake up and watch this show. God, I can't sing that praise enough. And not to knock anything else that we've been, really discussing and looking at, but man, I've just, this show's been wonderful. What's going on, Jay? My boy Jay. My boy Jay.
I think you're good because the Bastards won't start probably until I'm done as well.
Yeah,
so it's fine.
That's true. But yeah, by the way, shout out to Jared. Did an amazing job on Star Wars Explained, plugging all of his shows, especially Epic Confrontations, which there will be a rematch in April. For those that don't know, between Jared and I, we'll be marketing that one hopefully soon. But yeah, man, I love one of my favorite scenes of this episode was the talking to the trees. And I've been really on a big spiritual kick lately with all the books I've been reading, and like that hit a chord in me watching all those Wookiees, honoring the tree and acknowledging the tree, and the trees will have a plan. I mean, that was just so spectacular.
That was such a fun, or not fun. That was a very cool moment where they're all going out there touching the tree, and Gunji goes out there again. Gunji not being a part of this civilization since they were a baby, going out there and kind of joining in, relearning things, and being the one to come back and say the trees have a plan. That was really, it's just all really cool.
It works so well.
Oh yeah. No, so Sean bringing up here, what about the super dark moment when Gunji watched the spiders catch and take away the Trandoshan? First of all, Kashyyyk, that is a planet of giant spider creatures.
That's it.
It seems like that's all they've got. It's like
it's all they have.
Big furry lovable creatures, like the things that the Wookiees rode were incredible.
That was so sick. I love those things. Lemurs with like big ears. Beautiful.
Yeah, but honestly, they almost look so much like Wookiees. It made me feel like, how when
you
think too hard. When you think too hard about how Goofy is a dog, but also Pluto, who is Mickey's pet, is also a dog.
It
makes you think too hard about it. It's like, wait, hold on.
It's for that episode did make me consider what is and isn't sentient beings, because like you have to consider
maybe
like
they have
spiders,
a symbiotic relationship kind of a thing,
they
kind of Avatar-esque,
Like I love how the spiders were very defensive of their home. It was cool because you watch Wrecker cut through the spider web, and Wrecker has like 3 lines this whole episode. Like that's one of them. I got this.
One of them is a Wookiee roar.
One's a Wookiee roar, and then him drinking their drink. So Wrecker, so laid back. I love that he was like, "Oh, I love that.
This is pretty good."
But it's funny. You watch a show like this, and it's those little character moments that work so well. Where he's cutting the thing, the spiders get defensive, and Gunji uses the Force, and that's how Ezra is. That right? Whenever Ezra has to calm down the beast on that what planet was it? The one they visited with the Bad Batch. Oh shit! What planet was it? The first episode.
Adelon completely after it completely shattered and everything.
Yes,
which we still haven't really gotten.
No.
I remember being all tripped out whenever the last season of the Clone Wars came out.
I remember this very vividly.
Like, wait, because there was like fear knocks in the background and shit. Yeah, I was freaking. I was like, wait a second, okay, but anyway,
but that's an important part to see Gunji kind of just chill them out and then
calm them down. Yeah,
then the trees are the ones that take them over. And this brings up what Sean was saying. Yeah, those spiders, they came down and they were messing up them Trandoshans, man. It was so cool.
Like one of them was facing Gunji. He sheathes his lightsaber and it just goes, all right, turns around and it's like, we're gonna take this dude. And watching it, he screams the whole way up. Like
yes, he's like upside down going.
And I mean, he is like a different Trandoshan design that we've seen as well. Yeah. Kind of more gecko-y. Maybe?
Yeah, not as humanoid.
I don't really know.
Mandalorian gave us some really humanoid-looking ones.
So the Empire, those.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I was
going to say Boss gives super lizardy, but this Trandoshan was very gecko-y. That's a really good way to put it.
Well, kind of like there's Sid's a little different, right?
Yeah.
And I love that they're kind of like, okay, we got the Trandoshans, but they're kind of all different kinds of lizards.
Yes.
Kind of a thing. I don't know. It's interesting. I enjoy that.
Wookiees that look like dachshunds versus Wookiees that
I was
look
gonna say, like there's a one with a really long body but short arms and legs. Like that's a Dotson Wookiee right there. Yeah,
that's so stupid.
Sausage Wookiee.
Sausage Wookiee. I will say though, it does make you think a lot about a Sid. We heard that in Jared and Alex and Molly and Connor on Star Wars Explained stream earlier, but like I thought about Sid the whole time. Like, are they going to go back and have, not necessarily the Bad Batch, but is Omega going to go back and go, Sid, you're kind of sketchy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
How do you feel about Wookiees? Like that's what they said on their stream, and I'm like, that's actually a really good point. because
they were like,
do they?
someone brought up in the chat too there that they think like, doesn't Sid have a Wookiee pelt in her office?
Yeah.
And they went back and were looking at it. It looks like, to me, honestly, it looks like a giant Pat Sajak toupee.
It looks like,
but it's
Sajak.
It's like
it looks
it's like the
bantha to
hair
me.
piece for a bantha or something.
Yeah,
it's like a
that.
bantha with bantha pattern baldness.
Yes,
bantha
pattern baldness.
Or like maybe a bantha judge or something. You know.
Oh, dude, it was so spectacular though to watch this episode, hear lightsaber noises, and to kind of focus in on like just some aspects of the Force that we don't get to see often, the nature side of it, the deep connected aspect of it. And dude, I love to hear the Wookiee. Like I love hearing Gunji say his name in Shriwook. And like Tech was like, "Oh, his name's Gunji." I'm like, and you listen, and it's like it's like it's because like with Chewbacca,
so Shriwook felt more like less like sound effects in this episode. It felt more like the language in this episode. I don't know if that was just me.
No, because like even in Solo, when it's like you got a name, and it's like it's like it's like Chewbacca, But this one,
I'm not saying that whole thing. We're just like, come on, Han, come on,
I'm gonna
man.
call you Chewie.
2023, let's go, bud. Let's go.
I'm not gonna say that. But
you're Jeff now. So.
That kind of sage, or that kind of what would you call it? Almost like a the tribe leader, maybe the religious leader,
the spiritual leader.
The spiritual leader.
Yana.
Yes,
Yana
so
was
cool.
the name.
So cool.
I love because she had kind of a I wonder if that was a
feminine look.
Well, she had like a kind of an Ewok vibe going on with the hood and everything.
Yes,
so I was like, I wonder if this kind of like a reference to how Kashyyyk was supposed to be Kashyyyk instead of Endor. It was supposed to be the Wookiees helping them in Return of the Jedi. I don't know if that was like a reference to that or not, but I thought it was interesting seeing more Wookiee dress and everything, and also seeing a strong female leader and stuff like that. I thought that was very, very cool.
I think Shelby Young did the sounds for that Wookiee as well. I think I saw her tweet about that, so that's pretty cool. Shelby Young, who was on Podathon with us, but Yannick, I agree. Yes,
yeah, Yannick.
Talking about Ezra.
You always have you come in with the great takes. Honestly,
for real, that's amazing. Look, there you go. We won't attack as long as we don't pose a threat or something like that. That's exactly how it felt the whole episode. This episode had a good feeling to it. We knew they would make it out. We knew they would make it out safe. And yes, Lego Leia, of course, Jared. We knew they would make it out safe. But
yeah, Lego Leia was there.
It's so cool because I love that Omega's the blank canvas character. Because anytime that something happens, she's always there to like, I'm one with this. I'm in this moment. Oh, what's going on, Buck?
What's up, Buck?
You know what I mean? Omega's kind of like palette, how she is about learning things. It's just
right. Well, which is honestly like I agree 100% and everything. What I love is that she's not without her own, like she's not without character either.
Not at all.
And it's just, and again, I keep harping on it every episode, but it's like she's just like, it's a real kid. Yeah. It's a real kid. It's a kid who's learning what her place is in the world, in the universe, in this respect. And I love that Omega this season has been the Bad Batch has been following Omega this season.
Yes.
They have been listening to her intuition and going like, hey, we should help this. They're starting to get a heart like Omega. They're like, she is infecting them. And I love that so much. Because that's what, honestly, that's what your kid does to you. You're like, you can be hard and jaded, but your kid says, hey, we should do this. Like morally, and you're like, because kids are usually like, I mean, not all the time. They have their tudes they get in for sure.
Yeah.
But kids are usually pretty morally centered. Before they get any biases or anything, they're very just like, no, this is what's right. We should help this person. We should help this being,
It's funny because, and this is speaking to your kid and my students as well, but like they have such a good premonition about them, and sense of like, they, like you said, morally, yes, but even in terms of just like knowing their surroundings, some kids are way more attuned kind of stuff. So just something to think about, like Omega wanting to be in tune with the tree in the forest. Like that's beautiful.
So beautiful.
That is
I
mean, an open-minded person,
Yeah. Well, that's a person again. Yeah. Alex and Molly, we keep going back to that. We literally watched it right before we came here. But they had made a lot of good points on that stream, but talking about how Omega wasn't necessarily using the Force or anything, or like, like it was, but she was just learning the culture and respecting it.
Being a good friend.
Yes. And that's the bottom line. Empathy is like the baseline. That's all you need. You just need to realize that other people are human beings too. And what would you want someone to do for you?
I agree.
And it's that. And it's so good. It's so good.
One of the best lines was this right here. I wanted to bring this up was when Hunter, Tech, and the Wookiee
Yana, when they're talking on the porch there.
God,
because that's what I was just about to bring up too. We're so in sync right now.
God, it was the
what was the exact line you have it right there?
No, you have it.
I know you I have. Well, I have it.
You
maybe
love
not
Bad
word
Batch.
for word. I love Bad Batch, man.
We didn't do any prep for even Andor as near as much as we prepped for this damn show.
No. Well, Andor was just like fascism bad. Okay. It really bad. It's really, really bad. I don't mean to dumb it. Wasn't as dumb as that, but like Bad Batch is that as well. But they're a little. It sprinkles the little life lessons. But
yes.
So here it says that Hunter's basically kind of having a moment like I would have watching my kid play with the shit that's going on in the world right now.
Yeah,
like just everything seems. I mean, that's just life. But he's saying they're both kids, but they don't get to be. They're just kids, but they don't get to be. Not in this galaxy. Not in this galaxy.
Damn.
I'll tell you, I was crying at that point. That point elicited tears. I was talking about it today I put out a tweet. That was the moment that elicited the tears from me because you think they don't get to be kids.
Nope.
Not in this galaxy.
Nope. They don't have the chance to.
It's any parent's worst nightmare. And even the continuation of that. And I do consider listen, there's a bunch of weird stuff out there, but people are weird about how, hey Jeff, what's up, buddy? Weird about how the Bad Batch, how Omega's technically older.
Yeah.
And so people make questionable decisions about ships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Because these are mature men. These are mature men, whether they're like younger in years.
Yes.
But anyway, full grown adults here. I do consider Hunter Omega's dad. I agree. Basically, he's the father figure. The rest are more like brothers,
uncles.
Yeah, things like that. The varying degrees. I mean, obviously with Wrecker's the older brother. Honestly,
Crosshair's the quiet cousin. That comes and makes him like, we don't talk to Crosshair often.
Crosshair. Listen, his family. His family, they're Seventh Day Adventist. I'm just kidding. No offense. I'm just kidding.
This is a good line though from Yannick.
Yeah.
Omega is learning about the Force from a non-Jedi point of view. The Force is a philosophy, an energy field connecting all living beings. And I agree. That is one of the more beautiful things of the show is that when she does interact with these legacy characters, that it's for her benefit. It's not like this convincing her she's this or convincing her she's that. It's very much like, hey, this is something we have in common. We're both kids. Let's meditate and focus on the Force,
right.
But anything else you want to bring up before we wrap any of this stuff up, by the way?
Just the rest of that conversation there that they have where they Yana says something about I forget exactly. She says something and Hunter's answer to it is she says something about how eventually we'll all find a path to peace or something. And Hunter's his last thought is something to the extent of hopefully somewhere where there is no war. And just you feel this parental energy of I've got to do everything I can to get my child out of this situation. And it's powerful. It's
so well
just
done.
Very well done. Alden Diaz was saying, our friend of the show was saying it earlier today. This episode just really touches on some really cool thematic things in Star Wars that is just you love to see. That finding your people, helping those who are in need, things like that. And so it's just, I don't know. It was a great episode.
This show
I love this
speaks
show.
to us on a very deep level, and I am thank you for everyone that wanted to come hear our commentary on it.
Yes,
Jared, I haven't told you this yet. I'm not sure if I'm able to pull this off next week because I've got state beta convention, and I'm trying not to blow my brains out.
You're such a beta.
Oh, it's gonna be next level. So I'm excited to see how that goes down. But thank you everyone this evening for joining us. Let me show you a few things if you haven't yet. We do this every Wednesday usually, and I think next week's a two-parter.
Out, yeah.
So we might have to.
Well, I was to say next week is a big two-parter too. So that's it.
So
that's gonna have to be a bigger one. Anyway,
we'll figure that out.
We might have to. Maybe listen. We won't program the show on stream right now like we usually do.
But if you want to check the show out, obviously you're more than welcome to. Even if we do program it live, you've got everything right here. Yes, I'm gonna be hanging out with Sigma Bales, the Bombadcast, the Instagram page, of course Twitter, and the TikTok. We're trying to plug, get some videos up there, get some more things out there. Help us get to 1,000 on TikTok. We want to be able to go live
please
from here on out. But that being said, thank you for joining us this evening. We want to play out with a little clip that Jerry had made. I think all of you are going to enjoy it. Jerry, can we get a good Stay Bombad before we leave? Oh, do it in Shriwook.
Oh, doing it in Shriwook? Oh, okay.
I forgot to say it. Check out Bombad Gaming. I forgot to say that. Sorry. Check out Bombad Gaming. We're going live in 10 minutes to play GoldenEye. I forgot to say that. But yeah. Anything else?
I'm going to record the next Bastards. It's fine.
Yeah. Yes, Inglorious Bastards on Michael McCoy's Michael Inglorious.
All remaining systems.
On ARS. Anyway, so I'm actually not Savolva.
Follow us on TikTok for more of this shit.
Yes, more of this shit. Yeah.